Okay, so get ready because today we are really gonna dive deep into like the world of Feng Shui. Have you ever noticed that like sometimes you walk into a room and it just like feels right?
Yeah.
Feng Shui is about understanding, like how to cultivate that feeling, that sense of harmony and balance in our homes and where we live.
Yeah, it's about recognizing that our environment, our surroundings, they have like a real impact on our energy and well-being.
Yeah,
And if we make, conscious choices about how we arrange our homes and our spaces, we can actually like invite more of, what we want in our lives.
totally. Okay, so we're using 26 Secrets of Feng Shui as our guide for this deep dive. And this book is full of very practical tips. So, like, where do we even begin?
Right.
Well, Feng Shui says it all starts with the front door.
That's right. Think of the front door as like the mouth of the home, right?
Mm.
Where energy or chi enters.
Uh-huh.
And Feng Shui, we call it the mouth of chi. And it's like the placement and design of your front door.
Yeah.
It's very important for, like inviting opportunities and abundance into your life.
Makes sense. Like, it sets the tone.
Exactly.
So, what are some common Feng Shui, I guess, mistakes people make with the front door that we should avoid?
One of the biggest ones is having the front door like directly aligned with the back door, or large window. Imagine chi like a nice breeze flowing through your home. If it has a straight shot out the back, it creates kind of an energetic rush,
Okay.
which in Feng Shui, we believe can lead to like missed opportunities and even like financial instability.
Oh, wow. So,
Yes.
we want to encourage the chi to kind of like hang out a little bit,
Exactly.
linger, circulate.
Meander, take a meandering path.
Okay, got it. So for those of us listening who, maybe do have that straight line, any tips for us?
Yeah, totally. The solution is honestly pretty easy. Just place a screen or a piece of furniture,
Yeah.
even a big plant in the path of the chi. And that'll like slow it down, encourage it to meander.
Speaking of plants, I love plants, and it seems like they're important in Feng Shui.
They are. They totally are. They represent like vibrant life force energy,
Yeah.
and they can be used in specific places like all around your home to enhance different areas.
I'm already thinking I need more plants in my house.
Mm,
Okay, let's move on from the front door. Another place where we spend a lot of time these days, I feel like, is the bedroom.
yeah.
What does Feng Shui say about creating like a really nice, restful, harmonious bedroom?
The bedroom is all about like, rest and rejuvenation.
Yeah.
It's essential to like create that sense of peace. One of the most, I guess, well-known Feng Shui tips for the bedroom is to like never have a mirror facing the bed.
I've heard that. I've never really understood like why though.
Yeah. So in Feng Shui, mirrors are like activators of energy.
Oh,
So if you have a mirror facing your bed, it can actually disrupt your sleep.
really?
Yeah, it's reflecting light and movement. And essentially what it's doing is it's preventing your mind and body from fully like relaxing,
Yeah, right.
You can't really surrender to sleep.
It's almost like having like another set of eyes like watching you.
Exactly.
Like I could see how that would be kind of disruptive.
Totally.
Okay. What other bedroom no-nos are there?
Another one is like sleeping with your feet facing the door.
Okay.
It's called the coffin position.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. And it's because it can create this subtle feeling of like uneasiness.
Real.
Like you're always on the verge of leaving
Mm.
rather than like settling in. So you want to position your bed, ideally, where you can see the door, but you're not directly in line with it.
So you can see what's coming at you, but you're not like in the direct line of fire.
Okay.
I know, I have to admit, we're just starting our Feng Shui journey, but I'm already like understanding how these little tweaks to your living space can really like change how you feel.
For sure.
Before we move on to other rooms in the house, I'm curious about clutter. I struggle with clutter. Is that something that Feng Shui talks about?
Big time. Clutter, like in Feng Shui, it represents what we call stagnant energy, so it can block the flow of qi, and then that can leave you feeling like stuck or overwhelmed. Like,
Yeah.
You can't manifest your full potential.
Yeah, no, totally. I feel like whenever I finally like deal with a big pile of clutter, I feel lighter, like physically lighter.
Right.
It's amazing how our like environment really impacts us.
It's all connected.
Yeah.
Think of it this way. When you clear clutter, you're not just like tidying up, right?
Yeah.
You're literally creating space for new opportunities
Right. Yeah.
and new energy to come into your life.
It's like you're hitting the reset button, kind of,
Exactly.
on your house and on your like energy.
Yeah.
So speaking of resetting, the book 26 Secrets of Feng Shui talks about this practice called smudging. Can
Okay.
you explain like what that is?
So smudging is a cleansing ritual. It's used in a lot of cultures, and it's meant to like clear out negative energy
Okay.
and invite, more positive vibes into a space.
Okay.
So it usually involves burning sacred herbs like sage, or Palo
Mm.
Santo, cedar,
Yeah.
and you let the smoke kind of like, walk through the air around your
Mm.
body.
I've always wanted to try smudging, but I'll be honest, I'm a little intimidated.
Right.
Like, is there like a right way to do it?
The most important thing is to like come to it with the right intention,
Yeah.
and respect. So like before you even begin, just take a second, like center yourself and set an intention for the cleansing. Like visualize the smoke carrying away, any stagnant energy, anything negative,
Yeah.
and then inviting in like peace, clarity,
Okay.
positive energy.
It's not just about like the physical act of like lighting something on fire.
Right.
It's about the energy behind it.
Exactly. Sage is like probably the most well-known smudging herb,
Yeah.
but you can try a lot of others. Each one has its own properties. Like Palo Santo is really good for like uplifting energy, very grounding. And then cedar's more for like protection, purification.
Okay. So we've talked about the front door,
Yeah.
the bedroom, decluttering, smudging.
Right.
What other areas of the house are kind of key in Feng Shui? I'm thinking about the kitchen because I feel like that's where everyone always hangs out in my place.
Yeah, the kitchen is so important. It's like the heart of the home, literally and energetically.
Right.
And in Feng Shui, it's all about nourishment and abundance.
Okay.
And the stove is a really important element in the kitchen. Represents wealth and prosperity.
Ew. I have heard that, like, if your stove is messy, it's bad for your finances. True or false?
Kind of true. Yeah. So like a clean stove shows that you respect what you have.
Okay.
That you're ready to receive more. But then, like, on the other hand, a really dirty stove or a cluttered stove can like represent blocked energy, like you're not appreciating, the abundance.
Okay. I'm going to go clean my stove tonight.
Yes.
I need all the abundance I can get. So other than like keeping our stove clean, what else do we need to know about the kitchen and Feng Shui?
Well, the placement of the stove is important too. So ideally, you want to be able to see the door while you're cooking.
Okay.
It means that you're like in command of your space. You can like see the opportunities as they're coming.
Interesting. I like that. Like with Feng Shui, it's all about being intentional, even with like where you put your appliances.
Exactly. It's like bringing awareness to every area.
Right. Yeah. I have to say, there is one room in the house that I like struggle to wrap my head around with Feng Shui, the bathroom. It's clean, right? It's self-care,
Yeah.
but it's also where we like get rid of things. So how do you create a good balance in there?
Yeah, it is. It's like kind of a weird space energetically, because it's all about flow,
Right.
like literally and metaphorically.
Yeah.
And in Feng Shui, bathrooms are like the water element,
Okay.
which, water is symbolic of wealth and abundance.
Right.
But because water flows down,
Yeah.
bathrooms can be seen as like a place where that energy can get drained.
Okay. So how do we keep all our abundance from going down the drain, so to speak?
Right. So there are a few things you can do. One of the, I guess, like most common Feng Shui tips is to keep the toilet lid down
Okay.
and the bathroom door closed when you're not using it.
Okay.
It's basically like symbolically containing that downward flow.
Okay.
So it doesn't like drain all your abundance.
You know, I always thought closing the toilet lid was about like keeping things clean.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, oh, there's an energy component to this.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that. Wow, we've covered so much today.
I know, right?
Front door, bedroom, the kitchen, bathroom.
So much.
But before we wrap up, I do want to touch on a couple more things. Color, symbolism. Those seem really important in Feng Shui.
They are really important. And again, it's not just about like what looks pretty.
Right.
It's about the energy.
Okay, so with color, are there any rules like what colors to use? Should we all be painting our living rooms red for prosperity?
Not necessarily. Feng Shui is about like balance, right? And finding what works for you.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, there are general associations.
Yeah.
Like we associate red with passion and energy. Yellow is for happiness and clarity.
Right.
But honestly, the most important thing is to choose colors that like you actually like.
It should feel good.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, what about symbolism? You said symbols are important in Feng Shui. What are some examples?
Okay, so, I mean, a really famous one are the Fook, Luke, and Sao. They represent wealth, prosperity, longevity.
I've seen those, like the three little guys, right?
Yeah, they're like these three like happy little dudes, and people put them in their homes and businesses to like attract those good vibes.
Gotcha. Any other symbols we should know about?
Um, the Mandarin duck is a good one. It represents like love, you know,
Hmm.
fidelity, good relationships.
Okay.
And in Feng Shui, it's thought that if you put a pair of Mandarin ducks in, like the southwest corner of your home, that's the relationship area.
Okay.
It can like really help your love life.
Okay, so forget the dating apps, get some Mandarin ducks. I love that Feng Shui gives us like these very real, tangible things we can do to like invite in what we want.
Exactly.
It's not superstition, it's about working with the energy around us.
Yes. And the cool thing about Feng Shui is it really is a journey, like you keep learning and then you start to see it everywhere.
It's like this whole new way of seeing the world, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, this has been so fun. Thank you so much for like teaching us all about Feng Shui. For our listeners who are like, I need to Feng Shui my whole place now, what should they do?
I mean, the book we used, 26 Secrets of Feng Shui, it's a great place to start.
Yeah, it is a good one.
Really easy to understand. And you could also calculate your Kua number.
Ooh, yes. What is that? Remind us.
It's like your personal Feng Shui energy number. And you use your birth date and gender
Okay.
to calculate it.
Cool. And our listeners can find that info in the book.
Yeah, or online.
Awesome. Well, this has been such a great deep dive into the world of Feng Shui.
Oh, fun.
Thank you again for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And for everyone listening, until next time, may your qi flow freely.